Hey guys, so welcome back. And what I'm here for today is for the second day that I promised you of this series that is about how your business is not dead. It's just that your nervous system is completely dysregulated, okay? And how we get that back on track. I'm making sure my microphone is recording. I'm so excited. I ordered a Shure microphone. I just went ahead and bit the bullet and did it. It's like time because this is a Yeti and there's nothing wrong with it, but the Shures are just like so much better. So I'm going to be getting that in the next couple days and I'm very excited. Okay, so the 3 stages of ADHD shutdown that nobody names. So here's something that not nobody, but I hear it very little. That in the ADHD community, very few people talk about, and that's when a major life blow hits you as an ADHD entrepreneur or just an ADHD neurodivergent person. We don't just get sad and then bounce back. You know, we go through a very specific shutdown sequence, and the reason that most of us stay stuck for months, sometimes years, is because we try to skip the stages, okay? Or worse, we don't even know what stage we're in. You know. So today I'm going to name them because you can't navigate out of a place that you haven't even named. So in the last video, we talked about what is actually like happening in your brain after a major blow, how your prefrontal cortex goes offline, how your nervous system takes over, and why trying to out-hustle dysregulation makes everything so much worse. So if you've not watched that one, go back and start there because these are going to build upon each other. And they're a sequence, okay, for 5 days. So today we're going to go deeper. We're talking about the 3 stages of ADHD shutdown: freeze, chaos, and false starts, and how to identify exactly which one you're stuck in right now. Okay, so stage 1 is the freeze, and this is the stage that looks like depression from the outside. You just stop creating, you stop reaching out, you stop showing up, your inbox just sits unanswered, your content calendar collects dust, you open your laptop and close it again without doing anything. You sleep too much, or you can't sleep at all. You feel like you're watching your life and your business from behind glass. Gosh, this is speaking to me so much. Like, I wrote this out, like I wrote an outline out, but this is exactly what I've been through. And so here's what makes the freeze so dangerous, okay, is for us specifically. It feels like laziness. It feels like you've just lost your drive. And because we already carry so much shame around productivity, we pile guilt on top of the freeze and make it even heavier. But freeze is not laziness. Freeze is your nervous system's most primal protective response. And when the threat feels too big to fight and there's nowhere to run, your brain just freezes, and it's biological. It's involuntary. And shaming yourself out of it is absolutely not going to work. So it never has and it never will. And if you're in freeze right now, here's what it sounds like in your head. I know what I need to do. I just can't make myself do it. I don't know what's wrong with me, right? Stage 2 is chaos, okay? This is the stage that looks like productivity from the outside, but it feels like a tornado from the inside. You start coming out of freeze and your ADHD brain goes into overdrive trying to make up for lost time. You start 10 things and finish none of them. You rebrand, you pivot, you launch something before it's ready. You sign up for 3 courses. You redesign your website at midnight, okay? Like for me, I made a bunch of content. Like I already had content from a recording studio. And I did, I had the filming, I edited some of the videos, but then I just let them sit in my phone, in this stage, you'll have so many ideas that you just can't eat. But this stage is sneaky because it feels like momentum. It feels like you're actually finally back. But chaos is not momentum. Chaos is actually dysregulation wearing a productivity costume. The problem with the chaos stage is that every action you take from this place costs you more energy than it actually generates. So you're spending from an account that's already overdrawn. And when the chaos inevitably collapses, and it always collapses, you crash harder than before and freeze even harder. So the freeze actually comes back even deeper. And so I've watched this so many times with ADHD entrepreneurs. It's a cycle between freeze and chaos for years sometimes without breaking out, okay? So freeze, chaos, crash, freeze, chaos, crash. And every cycle chips away at your confidence a little more. So if you're in chaos right now, here's what it sounds like in your head. I need to find the right idea and then everything will click. I'm so close. I just need to move faster. Okay. That's what it sounds like in your head. So stage 3 is going to be false starts. This is the stage where you've had enough, or you have enough regulation to begin, but not enough to sustain. Okay. So you launch the offer and then ghost your audience. That's actually what I started to get into. Cause I launched my offer and my product, and actually things were starting to go. And then I was like, I can't handle this. Like, I can't handle this. So it's not enough to sustain. So you start the content series and post twice, and then you just disappear. So you get on a great routine, maybe for 8 days, then one morning just takes you all out. So false starts feel the most defeating of all the 3 stages because you were so freaking close, right? You could see it working, and then something, a trigger, a setback, a bad day pulls the rug out, and then you're back at 0. And what is actually happening in false starts is that your nervous system has not been fully resourced yet. You have enough regulation to launch, but not enough to sustain under pressure. So, and for ADHD entrepreneurs, I mean, the pressure is constant. Algorithms change, sales slow down, life happens. If your regulation is not deep enough to absorb those hits, every one of them becomes a reason to stop. And if you're in a false start right now, here's what sounds like it in your head. I always do this. I get excited and then I quit. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. And I'm telling you guys, I've been through this lately where I almost gave up. I actually almost just shut down my YouTube channel. And sorry, I was writing last night and had one of those pens that just bled all over me. So I'm not I don't have a weird disease or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to quit. And I had to get in my mastermind. Thank God for my mastermind this year, and have my ladies kick me out of my comfort zone again. But here's what you need to understand about all these 3 stages. They are not character flaws. They are not proof that you're not meant to be an entrepreneur. They're not evidence that your business idea is wrong. They are stages of a nervous system that has not been fully regulated yet. And here's the most important thing I'm going to say in this entire video. You cannot skip the stages, okay? I know you want to, and I know every part of your ADHD brain is screaming at you to just jump to the part where you're back on top and crushing it. But trying to skip the stages is actually what created the freeze, chaos, crash cycle in the first place. So the path is not faster. The path is in the right order. So the next video, we're going to talk about why regulation has to come before building and how we're going to do that. So this is why every time you try to relaunch from a dysregulated state, you're actually making the hole deeper. And I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like to stop trying to fix your business and start doing the one thing that actually moves the needle. So which stage are you in right now? If you want to drop that in the comments, freeze, chaos, or false starts. You're not alone. And, naming it out loud is the first step. And like I said, this is my passion. I want to help people move forward. We have such a tough world right now. And especially for entrepreneurs that have ADHD, but we have the most potential. I really, truly believe that. And from everything I've studied about neurodivergent people, we have the most potential at building something amazing if we just have the right system to do it. Okay. And I have that system. It's called Pause, Regulate, and Launch. And I'm going to drop that into the description here if you want to take a look. It takes you through 8 modules with step-by-step instructions. Not just that, but it works from the back to the front, and it backtracks. It's like the opposite, and that's how our brains work. And it also gives you worksheets that you work through, and you don't go to the next step until you've done that part of it. And if you do it the way I teach, it's guaranteed to work. And again, I can't guarantee that you'll do it because I can't make you do something, but I'm saying if you do it, you will launch within 60 days. So you can check that out. And then tomorrow I will be back on track posting my 3rd video in this series. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I look forward to reading your comments. Bye-bye.